Okay, I decided my EX20 to get a new tire, put a Michelin on there. So the easiest way for me is, before anything, obviously remove the seat, disconnect the power and discharge capacitors. After that, I disconnect each battery and unscrew 6 bolts for each battery. Take the batteries out altogether, and then realistically, I don't even know if we need to remove the pedals. Let's see. So pedal is at this angle, opened here. Let's see. You probably don't even need to remove the pedals, to be honest. But if you want to, you can. Then you have to use a Allen. If you can find one with a longer neck for the bolts that are closest to the pedal, it would help more. So these two, the bolts on top are easy enough. By the way, the side that doesn't have the motor wires has 4 bolts. The 2 on the top are easy enough. It's just these 2 down here that you can't put anything through. So you have to use a L, and the L, this part can be too long, but it can be slightly longer than this one. But anyways, you put that in there and just start working your way. Comes out. The one on the motor side has 3 bolts and the shim. These bolts are very soft. I just can't even explain why. Anyway, I'm gonna shut up. Okay, so I've taken the other side off already. The other side is the same, just the shim is different. And then obviously undo your motor wires. There's 2 tabs, well, 3 tabs here. You unscrew 3 tabs that you unscrew. 2 look like this, just here, and this one is at the top. So 1, 2, 3, 4 screws. And then this guy, this part of it under here goes in a plastic. I don't know if you can see it. Let's see. No, you can't. It just sits in this plastic protection. At first when I saw it, I said, oh great, they've put a quick disconnect here for hall sensors and motor wire. And then obviously it wasn't. But that would have made it so much easier. You just don't even have to get into the motherboard, or I may do that myself. But anyways, so there's 2 zip ties. Undo the zip ties and just comes out. Then you feed your wife breakfast for Mother's Day, and then you pull the motor out. There. That's it. All these bolts, let's see. Yeah, by the way, this is my coffee mug. And I have another coffee mug, even better than that. And I use that most of the time for people that get on my nerves. There you go. So thank you very much. Zuzu,
Yes, sir.
your children. Okay, it's Mother's Day, so I'm going to say goodbye for the time being. But anyway, this is how you drop the motor and then go fight with this guy to change it. Tally-ho, while I have it open, if you want to know bearing size, there you go, 6012 RS, and whatever that is, I'm looking for manufacturer. There you go, whatever I can even C&U. There you go. 2NE8A12. Okay. I use these small plastic things for this size wheel. It seems easy enough. Less chance of pinching your inner tube. Just get one out and then just slide this all the way around. Comes off pretty easy. And then just pull on the other side, but try not to pinch your inner tube. There. There. I'll get this guy out of the way.
So I love this little.
Alright.
It's gonna last you.
Put that somewhere you don't damage it. And then just put it on this sumbitch. And it comes right out. It's not like the Monster Pro that was a bitch. And if you have somewhere to work on that is not your kitchen island, would be better. Okay, now I'm gonna put on the Pilot Street 9080 for a 14-inch ring. And then look to see the direction. I'm pretty sure it's directional. Somewhere here it will be.
I'm just gonna look at it and look close back in.
To the front. There you go. Front, and then it has an arrow. Okay. I've never used lubes and stuff on this size tire, but on the Monster Pro I was forced to use good lube. There's many you can get. Armadillo sells tubes of it. I just went and got this thing. It was near my house, one of these automotive places, so I'm gonna use it. It helps with seating the bead right. Okay, I thought I was videoing the other side, but basically I just lubed it and just push down on it and it pulls in like butter. So far, apart from these plastic tools to take the tire off, I haven't had to use anything else. And it wouldn't be a bad idea to mark which side of the hollow the motor wires come out of, just in case. I mean, you can tell by the way it's bent in here, but it doesn't hurt to mark it. Okay, so I lubed all this out, and thank you. And I'm just using brute force. Whoops, maybe lubed it a bit too much.
Where's the sugar? Oh, is it dry? Yes. Grab a cloth.
Now, this tire has been sitting in my garage and it's been cold as whatever the past few days, so there's no sun out yet, so I can't really warm it up. And since it's Mother's Day, I don't want to put it in the oven.
Oh, you're right.
So you just do that.
So, oh yeah, grab it.
Just make sure as you're pushing up one side, the other side doesn't come off. The tire's really stiff. There we go, done. So the only tool on this size tire wheel is these little plastic things. It's difficult to bust your inner tube. But I mean, you still can if you're not careful. That's it. And then reverse of everything. Put it all back in. I think this is the easy way. I don't see why I would need to remove anything else. But anyways, thank you. Tally ho. Happy Mother's Day.
Thank you.
There you see, for my wife, for Mother's Day, I changed the tire on my EUC. Happy Mother's Day.
Thank you.
Yes, please. Say thank you, Zuzu.
Thank you.
No, you don't have to hide your face right now. Okay, when you go to put the thing back on the motor wire size, I'm pretty sure you will know, but it goes, this bracket or shim goes this way. If you put it this way, then it's wrong. Because down here, where the motor wire comes in, there is no bolt. There's 2 bolts at the top and 1 bolt here. 1, 2, 3 at the top. Okay, one other thing I wanted to say is, when you put the shim in, if you start tightening this, if you tighten 1 bolt, then you're gonna make it crooked. It wouldn't be a bad idea. You see here, this gap between the shim and the frame. Basically, it wouldn't be a bad idea if you were to put something under the tire, so there's no stress on the bolts. And I wouldn't tighten these up all the way. Get it finger tight, then put the bolts on the other side, tighten the other side, and then come back to this side and tighten it. Okay, since I have it apart, my pet peeve has always been, well, one of them, has always been with wiring. Why use a 4-pin connector for one small wire? I mean, and then when you try to, and at least it's not even really staggered, so now here you have a big thick, okay Ray, behave. So I'm gonna take it, cut that and just put a bullet connector like I've done on this one.